morning children. Welcome back to Social Studies tutorial. Students, today we are going to start a new chapter of civics. Chapter 2, Institutional Representation of Democracy. So students, now let's understand what a democracy is. Though we have learned in the last chapter democracy, but let's recall because it's been long that democracy is a form of government in which people govern the country directly or indirectly through their elected representatives. So students, now these days democracy is one of the most popular form of government. Brazil, US and India are the good examples of democracy. So now students, let's learn how democracy functions. So there are some of the representative or institutional representatives which are associated with the working of democracy. So let's learn. The first is universal adult franchise. Students, franchise is a right to vote granted to the citizens of a country by the government. So universal adult franchise means that all the citizens or adults, I am talking about here citizens means adults, all the adults have right to vote irrespective of their caste, creed, race, gender or their economic or social status. Franchise was not always a universal right, since in early democracies only some people were allowed to vote. So in our country, constitution makers kept in mind while drafting the constitution that they have made a provision of right to vote for all the citizens or the adults, those who have attained their 18 years of age. So if we talk about the franchise, that in UK only male landowners who were Protestant by faith could vote. So students, as I told you that franchise was not always a universal right, since in early democracies very few people were allowed to vote. Here we take an example of UK, that in early democracies in UK only the male landowners with faith could vote, or the male landowners who were the Protestant with faith could vote. So here Protestant means the persons, here the Protestant means a member of the Christian church that separated from the Catholic church in the 16th century. Then by the late 19th century and early 20th century, some states and countries started allowing women to vote, because what happened in UK that in early democracies when only male landowners who were Protestant were allowed to vote, then the other male members fought against their right to vote, and just because of their struggle they got the right to vote. And in the late 19th century and early 20th century, some states and countries started allowing women to vote. Let's take the next example of South Africa, where apartheid system was existed. So what exactly in apartheid system, that the people non-whites were discriminated. In several countries people continued to be denied the right to vote. Even in South Africa till recently in 1994 non-whites were not allowed to vote in national elections. Even in USA the non-whites got right to vote in 20th century. So these were the incidents which the constitution makers or the drafting committee just kept in mind while drafting the Indian constitution, that they have given the universal adult franchise, which refers that each and every individual who have attained the age of 18 years have right to vote irrespective of their caste, creed, race and gender. So students, I hope you enjoyed the session. We'll discuss the remaining chapter in our next session. Till the time, stay home, stay safe.